What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And I hope you enjoyed our little foray into the ghetto yesterday. The ghetto! And well, we're back in Chinatown. Never fear, never worry. We are back in Chinatown again, my friends. About to work on some Chinese buildings. I'm starting on the other side of the street. Now, I didn't quite finish over here. I didn't do all the interiors I needed to do in there. But we'll save that for another time and date. I can't just be doing interiors all the time. I wanted to start on a new exterior building because I like to build exteriors too, guys. So I'm starting in on this thing here. And this thing here is going to be a type of cafe, like an outdoor cafe. I don't know. It's gonna be serving food. It's food and tea. You know, I got the inspiration for this because Loving Sakura, the person who started Chinatown, she had a little cafe here on the corner, and I wasn't sure what to put on the corner, but I liked her idea. I thought this was the perfect place for a cafe, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna turn all this area here into outdoor seating, maybe this part too. And then this will be like interior kitchen and maybe interior seating as well. So yeah, this is going to be an outdoor little cafe place. And I don't know, maybe you guys can help me. I'm not really sure how I can make this have like a backstory. I'm not really sure about the backstory. This is one of the few times on the map where I'm going to be building a building with no real backstory in mind. And it's dangerous, okay? This is a dangerous game I'm playing. I very rarely do that. So I hope that I can think of a cool backstory in time, because I don't want this to be one of those buildings that's really not that interesting, right? All these buildings are interesting to me, so I want this one to be equally interesting as the others. You know, usually what I did is, remember I went to San Francisco's Chinatown maybe a couple months ago now, and I took a bunch of pictures. And generally, for Chinatown, I've been following some pictures and kind of just doing recreations or Minecraftizations. No, that doesn't work. Minecraftizations? I've been taking real-life buildings and putting them in Minecraft for the most part in this Chinatown. But, you know, for this one, I'm going off the wagon. Okay, I'm going off on my own. I'm forging a trail of my own here, and I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm just putting blocks down, to be honest with you. I got no plan. I'm just doing what feels right. I'm using my guidance and my intuition to tell me what blocks I should put where, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm as curious as you are. Are you curious? You better be curious, because you know there's some crazy things going on here. Hey, lag spike. I'm all alone. What's that? What's that about? There shouldn't be no lag spikes when I'm by myself. So yeah, I'm just putting blocks down. I got no plan. I was thinking maybe put some living quarters above, you know, where the employees are living. What do you guys think? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know sometimes. Like I said, I'm just... Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I get ideas sometimes. Yes, I do. I do get ideas. So what if we put all white here? I'm trying to do some Chinese stuff. Just some Chinese stuff. I'm just going to experiment with this a little bit. Okay, so we got white there. I'm bringing you guys in on these experimentations. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. I'm just trying to do some Chinese stuff, you know? You feel me? That's like Chinesey. Easy peasy, Chinesey. Almost looks like... no. Almost looks like Chinese letters. I wish I could write Chinese letters. That'd be crazy if I could pull that off. I did once before right here. That's an actual Chinese letter. And my friend, who was it? Who was it that did that? It was Kayla. Kayla put a Chinese letter for bean. That's bean, and I'm not sure if it was Cantonese or Mandarin, but that right there is the symbol for bean in Chinese. Isn't that cool though? That's pretty cool. Let's see what kind of patterns we can get going on here. Maybe a pattern is what we need. Pattern of Chinese symbology. Okay, so if that's like that, then we go like backwards with this one. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just experimentating. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you guys. I don't know why I bring you in on these videos where I'm just experimenting with stuff, because sometimes it don't turn out so good, okay? What if, hey. Now that's something. I kind of like that. I kind of really do like that. I don't know. That's a cool little symbol thing. It's a little bit busy though. Wouldn't you say? A little bit busy. You go there. I don't know. What if I did that all around? That could be something. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. You know, as you can see here, I did something on video that I did not keep. So, you know, you never know what I'm going to get rid of the next time you see this map. So, yeah, I changed that a bunch since the last video that I worked on that. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Just be prepared for change. Change is always happening here on the Desolation map. Always and forever. Yeah, what else can we talk about? I got a lot of things to say, but I kind of want to save them for other videos. Oh, you know what happened the other day? I'll just bring you in on the happenings. We played PvP, and it was super fun. One of those sessions that are just like, you don't want it to end. Everyone's having fun and laughing and enjoying themselves. And I was recording the whole thing, and I got some great footage of some epic battles that occurred, and I was super happy. But then when the recording was over, I realized I didn't record any of the audio. Oh, no audio means no video, guys. I'm sorry. There's not going to be a video on that. You can sort of see it on IGL's channel. He spliced it up and showed the games where he won. I noticed that, IGL. You didn't exactly show the games where you didn't do so good, did ya? That's okay. That's his YouTube channel. It's his prerogative, right? So, I don't like that. So, go check out IGL's channel if you want to see at least 2 of the games that we played. They were really fun, and I want to thank everyone who played. Everyone who's willing to play PvP, especially those who follow me on Twitter, and then I tweet, like, PvP's happening, and then they come over. Oh, those people are the best. It's like, if you want to play PvP, you better get yourself a Twitter account, because they're free. It's free. It's free. Like, why don't you have Twitter? And then you'll know when we're playing PvP. You don't have to come in here and ask me, when's PvP? Well, it's when the Twitter says so. That's when the PvP is. You know what I want to do? I want to change this because it's too busy. I'm going to get rid of this bottom row. See how it looks without it. I think it's going to look better, personally. Yeah, that looks better. And then move this up 1. Okay, now I'm liking this a lot more. Yeah, this is better. That's better. It looks a little bit more like it belongs. Oh, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. This is going to be a nice building. I do feel like there needs to be something here, though. What if it feels like that? I'm just putting accent. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I'm putting accents on accents. That's what I do around here. Okay, now how am I going to replicate this over here? So I got this going on, and then... Hold on, I got this. Yeah, I got this. No problem. That's simple. That's easy. It's effective. So as far as, you know, helping you guys get to be better builders, one thing I can definitely suggest is that you experiment like this, just like this. Just build you know, some flat, boring walls, okay, and then go back and try to make them interesting. Now, how do I? What the heck? And just keep adding stuff until. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Just keep adding stuff until you're satisfied and see where that takes you. See where that road leads. And maybe that's not right. Just maybe. That is right. But it shouldn't end up with a square block here. Something. Oh, that's why. Because this goes up here. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so keep adding stuff and just use your guidance. If it feels wrong, then change it. If it feels right, then keep it. And that's kind of how I learned how to build, to be honest with you guys. I didn't study any like traditional architecture. I didn't go to art school. All I did was I kept tweaking stuff. I kept trying different things until I found something that looked good, and then I kept it. And then that would give me confidence to try something else that's new and exciting. And you just can't have that mentality with whatever you build you're gonna keep. That's the mentality that's got to go. You can't keep that mentality and create new stuff. Sometimes it's just not going to work out. And when those times come, you got to erase. Don't be afraid to erase, okay? it happens. I erased all that. Remember, we did it like I just said. We did this on camera. Then I had to erase it, and I was sad. But then, in the end, it came out with something that was better than anticipated, and everyone rejoiced. There was much rejoicing because it looks so much better now. It looks great, and I could never have gotten to that point if I had just said, "Okay, I've built this thing, and now this thing is what's gonna be here." No, I said, "I built this thing. Wait a second, that don't look right. Let's destroy it and try again." Well, that's something I've been learning through YouTube, actually. Believe it or not, is that the vast majority of the things you do are going to be failures. Oh man, you know, how many series have I had on this channel? You know, from Bean builds to beats to builds with Bean to Spotlight Coveton to Bean around the world. There's just been so many series, Desolation survival stories, and some have been more popular than others, and to varying degrees of success. But one thing I learned is that, you know, they're just a success is a never-ending string of failures that preceded it. Think about that. In order to succeed, you're going to have to fail time and time again. And there's been a lot of series on my channel that are just, you guys didn't like. And, you know, I liked it, but you guys didn't. So I had to just get rid of it and try something new. And sometimes it works out with like survival stories. Other times it's a failure, like Bean builds to beats. But I learned so much in my failures. I learned a lot about video editing, a lot about you know, directing sort of things, or writing scripts for stuff. I learned that you guys don't like music. I still I can't wrap my head around that. You guys don't like music. It's like, if that was me, I'd shoot myself in the head. If I had to live a life without music, oh my goodness. But you know what I mean. I've learned a lot from all these failures, and you know, that just goes through for life in general. You're gonna learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. So be sure that when you fail, you're not getting sad and depressed about it. Oh, that was a failure. I'm a failure too. I'm so sad. No, all that means is you learned a valuable lesson that you can now take with you to make something a success, and you know, use that knowledge that you've gained to become better. All right, so yeah, that's how I've grown as a YouTube person. That's how I've grown as a human person, and that's how I'm going to grow in the future, whether it's YouTube or any of the creative endeavors that I embark upon. And that's just going to be true for you too, whether you accept it or not. Your failures are your lessons. It's how you learn, is through failure. It's like when you're, let's say, you know, a lot of you are competitive. Let's say you're playing, for instance, anything really, but let's say like Call of Duty or Halo or something, and you're only playing against players who are really sucky, right? Are you going to get better playing them? I mean, it's more enjoyable, I guess, for some people because you never lose, and people love to win. So losing sucks, but you keep winning and winning and winning. But are you learning as much as you would if you were playing people who are way better than you and just killing you all the time? Absolutely not, because if you're getting killed all the time, you're going to have to come up with new ways, new strategies to change what you're doing so it works. And that's, you know, thinking on your feet, that sort of flexible mentality is what's going to enable you to learn new things. Oh, baby, it's awesome. Anyway, I think I made my point. And my point is that you got to take yourself out of your comfort zone. You got to try new things. You got to be willing to fail. And when you do fail, which will be inevitable, you've got to be willing to see it from a positive perspective. Pick yourself up from the ashes and rise like a phoenix from Arizona. Okay, guys, so I'm going to continue to work on this. Got plenty of Chinatown work to do. The work never ends if you're a Chinatown builder, it seems like. That's what I'm learning as well. So I got a lot of work to do. I'll bring you back in on this, and we'll have a new building there. Probably the next time you come see me, we'll have the exterior done at least. So that's going to be fun and exciting and awesome. All right, guys, so I want to thank you for watching as always. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Be sure to put a comment in the comment section below if you want to talk about anything that we talked about in this video. If you have any more ideas for Chinatown, any backstory ideas for that cafe that I'm about to build. Alright, guys, that's it for me. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Happy Minecrafting! Peace!